6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has directed to take more effective steps for strict checking of hoarders and profiteers. The President has said the country's armed forces are capable of facing all internal and external challenges. Pakistan and Qatar have agreed to promote cooperation in diverse fields. The President of Switzerland's Council of State has condemned the blatant human rights violations in occupied Kashmir. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and the world over are observing Yom-e-Shohada Jammu today. China and France have termed the Paris Climate Pact irreversible. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has directed to take more effective administrative steps to check hoarders and profiteers. He was chairing a meeting on controlling the prices of essential items in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister directed the provincial administration to take effective steps against profiteering and hoarding, besides sending daily and weekly analyses report on the rise and fall of the prices of essential commodities at the urban and rural tehsils of each district to the Prime Minister office in order to keep a check on the situation of prices. The Prime Minister further said due to climate impact, the availability of commodities should be determined on proper time so that there is no shortage of commodities. The meeting decided that the government will provide farmers a place at every tehsil where they could sell the commodities without any fee or expenditure. Pakistan has welcomed the conclusion of the landmark Riyadh Agreement as a result of the initiative taken by the Saudi leadership and supported by the United Arab Emirates government. Prime Minister Imran Khan, in a tweet, said, "We believe it is a crucial and important step forward towards a political solution and durable peace and security in Yemen." Prime Minister Imran Khan says protection of the country's environment is the top priority of the government. He was addressing the 7th Asian Regional Conservative Forum of International Union for Conservation of Nature in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister said Pakistan is a diverse country. It has 12 ecological zones from deserts to Himalayan forests, which are rare in the world. He, however, said the population growth and the lack of interest for protection of environment in the past divested our wildlife and forests.
We started the billion tree tsunami, and that was the first time any government had done anything about environment in Pakistan. And people were skeptical. No one thought it would happen. But we had a very dedicated team. And the magic formula of success, we involved the local communities. When we won the general elections, we had this very ambitious plan of 10 billion trees. So now this year is the year when we will start a massive program all over Pakistan.
The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, has said the country's armed forces are capable and ready to face all internal or external challenges. He was addressing a ceremony after witnessing Pakistan Air Force's firepower demonstration in Karachi today. The President said the armed forces stood in complete synergy during the 2 decades-long war on terrorism. He said our forces have also demonstrated the resolve and capability against any aggression.
Pakistan wishes to maintain peaceful relations with our other nations, especially our neighbors. Yet, we are not oblivious to safeguarding a national interest and sovereignty. I am confident that the armed forces of Pakistan are ready to face any internal or external challenge. They stood in complete synergy during our 2-decade-long war on terror and arrested threats on our western border.
The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, said Pakistan will always stand by the Kashmiri people in their just struggle for their inalienable right to self-determination. The advisor to the Prime Minister on Finance, Abdul Hafiz Sheikh, has said Pakistan attaches great importance to its relations with Qatar. Talking to the Qatari ambassador to Pakistan, Sakar bin Mubarak al-Mansouri, in Islamabad today, he said Prime Minister Imran Khan desires to further expand relations with the fraternal country. The Qatari envoy said investors of his country desire to invest in the hotel industry and real estate sectors of Pakistan. During the meeting, both the sides agreed to further expand relations in different fields, including economy. The Qatari envoy also extended an invitation to the advisor on finance to attend the Doha Forum to be held next month. This is Radio Pakistan. The president of Switzerland's Council of State, Jean Renner, has condemned blatant human rights violations in occupied Kashmir. He was talking to the Speaker of the National Assembly, Asad Kassar, in Islamabad today, who called on him along with the Swiss delegation. The Swiss delegation supported the resolution of the Kashmir dispute in accordance with the UN Security Council resolutions. The delegation said the world should raise its voice against human rights violations in occupied Kashmir. Jean Renner said Switzerland gives importance to its relations with Pakistan. He said his country desires to expand socio-economic relations with Pakistan. The Speaker of the National Assembly said Pakistan is endowed with immense natural beauty and there are great opportunities for promotion of tourism. He said the present government is giving special emphasis to uplift the tourism and agriculture sectors. The Speaker stressed for greater parliamentary level exchanges between the two countries to learn from each other's experiences. Prime Minister Imran Khan is all set to inaugurate the Kartarpur corridor on Saturday to facilitate the entry of Sikh community from India into Gurdwara Dera Sahib at Kartarpur in Narwal district of Pakistan. The corridor is being opened on the 550th birth anniversary celebrations of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, beginning from Tuesday. The landmark project, initiated on the directives of Imran Khan as a peace-building measure for the region and to promote interfaith harmony, was completed in record time. The entire project is funded and executed by Pakistan as a gift for the Sikh community. Previously, the Gurdwara was built on 4 acres of land, which has now been expanded to 800 acres of land, of which 104 acres are currently used for the main building and its courtyard. 36 acres where Baba Guru Nanak Dev Ji used to do farming have been reserved for plantation under the title of Kheti Sahib. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and the world over are observing Jaume Shohada Jammu today with a renewed pledge to accomplish the mission of the martyrs of Kashmir for their United Nations acknowledged right to self-determination. Thousands of Kashmiris were massacred by the forces of Maharaja Hari Singh, Indian Army and Hindu extremists in different parts of the Jammu region while they were migrating to Pakistan during the first week of November in 1947. In occupied Kashmir, the continued strict military lockdown has badly affected the healthcare services in the Kashmir Valley as hospitals are short of life-saving drugs. Reports say that life-saving drugs for diabetes, heart, and cancer patients are out of stock in the Kashmir Valley, with many foreboding a medical emergency if no supplies arrive in the next few days. The attendants say they are being forced to purchase life-saving drugs from open market on exorbitant rates. Chinese President Xi Jinping and his French counterpart Emmanuel Macron have declared that the Paris Climate Pact is irreversible. In a joint statement after the talks of both the leaders in Beijing today, they reaffirmed their firm support for the Paris Accord, which they consider as a compass for strong action on climate. French President Emmanuel Macron, in his remarks, also deplored the choices made by others without naming the United States. Earlier, the United States had presented its letter for formal withdrawal from the Paris climate change to the United Nations. Iran has started to inject uranium gas into centrifuges at its underground Fordow nuclear facility and distancing itself from a 2015 nuclear deal between Tehran and the major world powers. Iranian state television reported that Tehran has started the process in Fordow with the presence of inspectors from the International Atomic Energy Agency. And finally, the weather. Widespread rain, dust, thunderstorm with heavy falls at a few places is expected in all the districts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Upper Punjab, Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan, and Islamabad during the next 24 hours. Light rainfall with wind thunderstorm is expected at isolated places in central Punjab, lower Sindh. Snowfall over the high mountains and hailstorm in the plain areas are also expected during the period. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.